Hi everybody, and welcome back to my series where I am using the Graphic 45 12 by 12 collection pack for Seize the Day and seeing how many 12 by 12 layouts I can make out of one collection pack. Now today we're going to be working on layouts 5 and 6. So I have page 4 here from the last video because I'm going to be putting layout 5 on the back side. So we're going to be starting here with this solid red paper and adding our layout for 5 to this back side. Now to get started, I'm going to be using hugs and fishes. What I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this paper across at 10.5 inches. So I'm going to have 10.5 or 12 by 10.5. And I'm going to leave this piece for my page 6. So just set that piece aside for now. Then for the bottom section, what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave these in order, but I'm going to be cutting 9 of these pieces. So these are 3.5 inch squares. So I will have 9 of them, and then I'll have a strip over here left over. So you can just set that aside. And I want you to keep these pieces, like I said, in order of how you've cut them, because that's how we're going to put them on the page. And I'm going to be putting my pieces here, just like this, on my page. And this is what I'm going to start with. So I am going to start I did ink my edges. You can tell there is that Peacock Feathers Distress ink on those edges so that they will stand out a little bit. But I'm going to go ahead and adhere all of these squares down to my solid paper. And once I have my squares on, I've got my 4 white photo mats for my photos. These are 3¼ by 3¼ I've inked my edges, and I am going to place one here, 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 and here for my photo spots, and I'm going to adhere these down to the front of my papers. That way when I put my photos, they'll be 3 by 3 size photos. I'll have that white mat behind them to have those photos pop up from the papers. Now I'm going to add an image here to the center of this card, and I'm going to be using this piece here. Now this is left over from the strip that we've been cutting from the previous couple of layouts. This is from Seize the Day. It's actually one of the 3 cards that's across the bottom, but we've used the other 2. So we're going to be placing this card right here in the center of this square. I do have several pieces that I can fussy cut some fish from the previous piece that we've already been working with. But then I'm also going to bring the second sheet in, and I'm going to start fussy cutting some of these fish for my layout. I'm definitely going to be cutting out this jellyfish here as well to use on it. So I'm going to come back and I will show you the fish that I use to add some embellishment here. Also, I'm going to be using these 2 postage stamp pieces. They were left with this piece here on the strip of paper. So I'm going to take one of each of these, and I'm going to be placing these here, and then I'm going to be adding my fish throughout, and I think I'm going to have it come this direction. But once I fussy cut these and get them ready for the page, I'll come back and I'll show you which pieces I chose. So far, this is what I have. Nothing is adhered down. I've got my jellyfish here. I've popped it up on a scrap piece of chipboard so that I can have the photo slide behind it and just to give my layout a little bit of dimension. Same thing here. I've taken the fish that was on the card and I've got the one from the paper, and I'm just sitting this right over top of it on a scrap of chipboard. And then I've popped this one up here. I'm not sure if I'm going to use the postage stamp pieces yet, but I have them on my layout. I've got some of the little fish here, the little yellow ones. I just cut around the groups of them, and I left a little bit of a teal border so that they would pop out of the paper a little bit more. I've got these little ones here and the seahorse, and then I've got the little clownfish here, and then obviously this bigger one. Now what I'm also going to be doing is I'm going to bring this Oceans of Love paper in, and I'm going to cut some of this coral down here. And what I think I'm going to do, I'm going to cut the orange, I'm going to cut this, I'm going to cut the green with the starfish, this teal one, the purple one, the shell. I'm going to cut the green, the orange, this pink, this green, this blue, and then this piece here. And I'm just going to cut all of that out, and then I'm going to start layering this up too. So once I have this cut out, I will come back and I'll start assembling this, and I'll show you where we're going to layer all of these pieces. Now I'm going to be starting down in this lower square. So I have my big blue fish I'm going to pop up on a piece of chipboard. If you want your layouts to be flat, you don't have to put any chipboard behind your pieces, obviously. Now I've taken that strip across the bottom and I've cut it into different pieces. I've got this section here, and I am going to be placing it behind this. And I've got these two pieces here. I'm going to place this one here, and I'm going to place this so that the straight edge of this is down at the bottom of my paper. My starfish is going to be off just a little tiny bit. And I might cut down into this to try to tuck this fish into it like that. And then I've got these little fish that I'm going to put on, and I think once this one's on, I'm going to put this one over top of the coral here, like this. So I'm just going to layer all of this up to where I like the look of it. Now, once all of these ones are on, I'm going to come in here on the center. I've got a piece of chipboard for this one, and I'm going to start by adhering this one to this, but I'm going to be placing this piece with the little purple piece and then the shell actually behind here. So I need to put that one on first because it's got to go into the back, and then we'll start layering stuff up around here. Now, once those pieces are on, I'm going to take this part and I'm going to place it here at the corner and making sure that flat part is at the edge. And I've got this little teeny tiny piece here that I'm going to put here on the edge. Then I've got my little clownfish I'm going to put here, the two little yellow fish. And then I think I'm going to put my seahorse over here. So I decided to add my seahorse up here. Now for this square here, I'm going to take my jellyfish and I'm going to place it down here. And then I've got my coral piece here that I'm going to put here, kind of in the center, making sure that the flat part is straight against that. And then I'll put my larger fish here, and then my little school with 3 up here like that. Now, once I have all of my pieces on, I'm going to come in and I'm going to add some more gems like I did on my first set of layouts. I'm going to add some here to this one first, just to make it look like those little air bubbles. I'm going to do the same thing on this one up here. Add those pearls just to the edge of this one. And then down here, I think I'm only going to get 1. If I put 3, I don't think it'll look very good. So I'm just going to put 1 there on the end. And then for now, I'm going to go ahead and leave this, and then we're going to work on page 6, and then we may come back and add a little bit more to page 5 if we need to once 6 is done to blend everything together. Now to start the base for page 6, we're going to be using the solid purple. The wave part is going to be on the back for the page 7 when we do later. So we're going to do this solid purple. Now I'd mentioned before that the piece of the paper that we cut across the top from our previous page, we were going to save that strip. We're going to use it on this page. So it's 1.5 inches. I've just cut this in half, and I'm going to be using it on the B side. So I've got 3/4 by 12 inch, or so I say 12 inch by 3/4 inch pieces. I'm going to be putting on my page here and here. Then I have this paper here that I'm going to be using on the B side, but when I cut this, I want to cut it from the top because I want the top section. I'll be using the bottom section for the next layout. This is 7.5 inches down from the top edge by 12 inches. We're going to turn this over on the B side and use it here. And I'm just going to adhere these so that they are in the center. I'm going to overlap these 2 red pieces just slightly onto my turtle paper, and then I'm going to place my turtle paper in the center of the page. How I like to do this actually is to just go ahead on the back side and apply a thin line of adhesive across this edge. And then I'm just going to lay this on here and flip it over to make sure that it is straight. And then I'll do the same thing on the bottom with the second strip. And now once I have those strips on, I'm going to go ahead and adhere this right to the center of the purple paper. Once I have these papers on, I'm going to take 2 4x6 photo mats, and I'm going to be placing these on my paper like this here. And like this, so that there's a slight overlap here. I'm not going to glue this one down so the photo can tuck underneath of it. I do want it to be slightly angled onto here, almost to the edge of the page, and then about centered here, top to bottom. Then I've got a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 photo mat, just like on the previous page. And I'm going to place this here like this. And I want to leave this space here, so it's just slightly overlapping this, and it can either be on top or underneath, whichever look you prefer. I think I'm going to go with on top. And I want this little space here because I'm going to cut one of my fish, and I'm going to place that fish on there, and I need to have something for it to stick to. Then I'm going to take this journaling card, and you can do this one of 2 ways. So you can set it here with the turtles showing, so you've got the turtle piece, or you can put it here this direction so that you have the journaling lines on the card. Again, anything that's on top of this white mat, I'm not going to adhere down, so you just have to be very careful when you're adhering these papers down. We're going to add those next. I did decide to go ahead and use the journaling lines out on my piece. Now I forgot to mention before, I took these postage stamp pieces off on the other page. I'd originally planned on putting them on my squares. I'd mentioned that in the video, but I didn't like the look of it, so I took them off. I'm going to be placing them here. I'm going to place one down here where these pieces overlap, and then one just above it here, and just barely on my photo mat, and I'm going to pop them up with some leftover pieces of chipboard here. So these pieces will be like this. Then I've taken, again, I've cut from this paper here. I've taken my turtle. I originally wanted to put it here, but it was too far onto this, so I'm going to be putting it down here like this, and I have a piece of chipboard I'm going to be popping it up on, just like that. And then I have this little fish I'm going to be placing here in the area between those photo mats. And then I've taken this one and I think I'm going to put it up here, just so that its fin is right at the edge of the page and it's right at the top of this photo mat. And my idea is the last one came this way, this one's kind of going this way and away as well. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere each of these pieces down. Now to match the paper on the other side, I am going to place some gems on this one here. And then I think I might place one gem here. Nope, I don't like the look of that one, so I'm going to take that one back off and just leave these three up here at the top. I did decide to go ahead and add some chipboard pieces here. So I've got one of my sea turtles and I've got two of the solid chipboard starfish. Got two chipboard starfish here and then one of the turtles here, just to give it a little bit of additional embellishment. So this is it for my 2-page spread. So pages 5 and 6 are finished. If you are following along in the tutorial, I would love for you to leave me a comment and let me know what you think so far. Let me know what types of pictures you plan on using in your spread or anything else that you want to share. And then hopefully you will join me for the next set of layouts in the next tutorial. Thank you so much for watching and have a great day.